Hi everybody and welcome to another Journal With Me video. Today I'm starting my September journaling pages and I am using supplies that I got during the month of August. These all came to my P.O. box and I was just so impressed with everything, all these little pocket folders and all of the beautiful things included. I just had to immediately use it and that's exactly what I did. And then I also have my Traveler's Notebook sticker release paper insert, and that has actually got a bunch of random stickers, but most of it is a washi sample that had a bunch of labels and florals that I also got at my P.O. box and have been completely obsessed over it and want to use all of it like immediately, like nothing else. I really love using washi because it's thin. It doesn't add a lot of bulk, and the images are really, really lovely. So I made an effort and a point to use that. But everything else came from viewer mail, which is absolutely incredible. I filmed a super long video of myself opening everything and just sort of basking in the glory of all of these beautiful things that have been made and sent in. I can't even believe it. Sometimes the things that come into my post office box, I'm completely humbled and totally grateful by everything that you guys make. First of all of these lovely pocket folders were made, and they're all different and they're all unique and they're really just interesting and beautiful, and the content that they're filled with is also really incredible and mind-blowing, and it made it really easy to use all of these supplies. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Like I said, I am doing my September insert or my September journal pages. I am still in the same insert that I had August in, but if you're new here, I have been using the A5 size insert for a really long time. I think 2 or 3 years now. I think 2 full years, and I have enjoyed being in the A5 size. I started in the standard size Traveler's Notebook size back in 2014 or 2015, and have continued to use that system since then. But for my personal journal, I decided to go A5 a couple years ago just because I wanted to use more stuff. I have accumulated so much and I continue to get so much, and I definitely am sending out quite a bit more than I ever have before, which I love because I love to share, but that doesn't slow down the intake in any way. And so having a bigger size journal makes it a little bit easier for me to use all of that stuff up. Because there's just more space. I feel like when I'm in the standard size, I'm a little bit more sort of regulated in how much I can use. So I have, though, sort of played with the idea of maybe going to standard size next year. I definitely have struggled with my journal this year, big time, maintaining it. I always am kind of behind, but not as much as I have been the past couple of months. I haven't even finished my July journaling pages yet. Like, the pages are decorated, I just haven't gotten the memories in yet. I just finished August a couple days ago, and I haven't written anything in September yet. Granted, it's only the 10th, or no, today is the 11th. Today is the 11th. No, today is the 10th. So, I'm just having a hard time, and I don't know if it's just because I feel this sort of obligation to fill a giant page, or if I'm just sort of burnt out on writing, because I do a lot of that. I have a lot of pen pals that I do a lot of writing with. I have a lot of writing in my journals, and I don't know. I have Patreon as well. I don't know what it is necessarily, but I've definitely played with the idea of going to standard size in 2022. I make my own inserts. Like, I have a bunch of pre-decorated inserts that I made and have for sale in my Etsy. So I am planning to do that for October, November, and December. I'm using my October insert, which if you haven't seen that, I will leave a link for that so you can see that, because it's a really, really great October insert. And then I'm going to use my volume 3 for November. And I have not decided what I'm going to do for December, if I am going to make my own insert or use the December inserts that I made a couple years ago, or make another one to be like produced and sold. I haven't decided yet. I have a lot going on for December, but I guess we'll see. I'm kind of disappointed with how slow the sales have gone for my volume 3 and October daily pre-decorated traveler's notebooks. So that's kind of what's holding me back from making any more ever. The October one was a collaboration with Crafty Lisa's Vintage. And so without her encouragement and desire and supplies, I probably wouldn't have ever done that because volume 3 just did so poorly. But I don't know. I don't know if it's an isolated thing, if people just didn't see it because the algorithms have changed, or if people are just not into it. I don't know. So I might just try to stick with making my own for December and being happy with something that I made just for myself. We'll see. I definitely struggle with that lately. Another real life sort of story time. I have been disgustingly behind on my pen pal letters. I'm talking like I have letters that I haven't replied to that came back in April. So I'm slowly getting caught up, and I shared a little bit with a couple of friends in the Tampa Bay Letter Writers group that I've really been struggling because I've sort of become known as I've just been sort of become known for my mail art and the beautiful things that I make and how I decorate and the things that I share. And it has become quite daunting to maintain that with my pen pals, especially because they're the ones who I want to spoil the most. And trying to continually best myself and one up what I did last time, or include things that I think that particular person will love. And I just feel like I'm constantly competing with myself, and that has just definitely sort of turned me off to the idea of maintaining that. So I sort of made a deal with myself that maybe I would just write a letter to all of my pen pals and explain to them that I just am not into the stuff anymore. I would love to continue the relationship with letters only. But when I came to the conclusion of that idea, I decided that I just didn't like that either, because I love creating and I love making pretty things for the people that I love. And I realized that I was just in a funk. I was in a bad place, and that I was struggling mentally and emotionally and not creatively. So last night I stayed up and I made 4 decorated and ephemera-filled tags. And then I also made 4 folder pocket things and filled them up. So I have 8 beautiful gifts to be able to include in my letters, and I'm staring at a pile of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters that I did, and they're ready to go, and I'm really excited that I was able to maintain that and get it going. So this is your cue to take a break if you need to take a break, and enjoy the process, and don't push yourself too hard, because I definitely did, and I struggled. So anyway, that's pretty much it. This was a super quick video. I didn't realize how long I had rambled for, but there's the close-ups of all the pages if you are interested in that. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to leave them down below, and here is some more inspiration for you. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you later.